Scottish Tory MSP Murdo Fraser launched a blistering attack on the police force and accused it of political bias over its refusal to record a non-hate crime incident for the First Minister's 2020 Holyrood speech. Police Scotland have been accused of being captured by the SNP policy agenda and political bias after refusing to register Humza Yousaf as being involved in a hate incident. The force's decision comes just weeks after Murdo Fraser was added to a database after being complained about over a social media post. The Scottish Tory MSP was angered after he found out that his record had been besmirched with a non-hate crime incident, (sociaI), after he tweeted comparing cats to non-binary people. This was kept secret from him and he was only told about this by the Ethical Standards Commissioner. He has threatened legal action against Police Scotland as he claimed it was unlawful, but has now been left even more infuriated after the force refused to implement its own policy and do the same for the First Minister and author J.K. Rowling. Mr. Yousaf was reported numerous times for a racial injustice speech he made back in 2020 when he hit out at the number of senior roles in the Scottish government and public life that were occupied by white people. This went viral last year, with a segment of it taken out of context. This still elicited dozens of complaints to the police, who indicated that they had already probed this and found no criminality. The force also found that Ms. Rowling's social media post, where she goaded them to arrest her for calling numerous transgender figures, including criminals, men, did not meet the criminal threshold. But neither of them got sociaI added to their record, leaving Mr. Fraser to accuse Police Scotland of political bias. He said, "This decision means Police Scotland have not only breached their own policy on recording non-crime hate incidents, but now appear to be making it up as they go along. They have taken a different approach to comments made by the SNP First Minister to those made by an opposition politician. It is hard not to conclude that Police Scotland has been captured by the SNP policy agenda and that this is a decision that reeks of political bias. I hope the Chief Constable will contact me urgently with an immediate apology for recording a hate incident against me and confirming all records in relation to it have been destroyed. They should also ditch their existing unlawful policy, as has been done in England and Wales, which I believe is a clear breach of people's human rights." A Police Scotland spokesperson said, "The circumstances have been assessed and will not be recorded as a non-crime hate incident. But this goes against their own policy, which states that for recording purposes, the perception of the victim or any other person is the defining factor in determining whether an incident is a hate incident or in recognizing the malice element of a crime." It goes on to add that evidence of malice and ill will is not required for a hate crime or hate incident to be recorded and thereafter investigated as a hate crime or hate incident by police.